taking a look this week at the glory of God. Now, we said in the last segment that perhaps we will have times in our life, much like that of the Old Testament nation of Israel, when we're in a time of defeat because God's presence is not among us. And I said perhaps we need to get more God in our lives. I want to continue that thought this week in Exodus chapter 24. Exodus chapter 24. Now, we'll begin the reading in verse 15. This is after God had told Moses to come up and meet him on the mountain. So in verse 15, Moses went up on the mountain, and the cloud covered the mountain. The glory of the Lord dwelt on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And on the seventh day he called to Moses out of the midst of the cloud. Now the appearing of the glory of the Lord was like a devouring fire on the top of the mountain in the sight of the people of Israel. Moses entered the cloud and went up on the mountain, and Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Now, my friends, we know this time. This is when God is going to give Moses instruction about the Ark of the Covenant. He's going to give him tablets and all those things that we read about. I encourage you to go back and read these accounts. Very interesting stories that sometimes we forget about or we haven't paid attention to since we were children. But my friends, I want you to look at the picture. God has issued an invitation that was just before our reading. God told Moses, come up here and meet me on this mountain. Now, we've said in the last segment, truly God is omnipresent, but we're talking about the manifest presence of God, the manifest glory of God. He might be everywhere all the time, but he makes himself known sometimes in some places, perceivable, feelable, in this case, visible. Now, in the Old Testament, we read about as the children of Israel wandered through the wilderness and they moved the tabernacle, the Shekinah glory, or the clouds that hung that and shone there, and the glory that was there. And we find that here on the mountain. My friends, what's the pattern there? God has issued an invitation and says, I'll be here. Come and meet me. There's no difference between that and our lives today. God has issued the invitation and continues to issue invitations to the hearts of men and says, come and meet me. Well, where is God going to be? My friends, the scriptures bear out that God will be manifestly with his churches. God will be manifestly in his word. God will be manifestly in seasons of prayer and manifestly in times when we submit our lives and live obediently to his commandments. What's the pattern? My friends, God is inviting us today to spend time with him and to share and experience the glory of God. Now, we may not see clouds and thunderings and lightnings and fire visibly the way that Moses and the Old Testament nation of Israel did during their Exodus. No, but my friends, if we will answer the invitation of God in our spirits, we will hear, and in our very souls we will feel and see and taste the Lord and his goodness. And truly we will have to say, the glory of God